How about... There we go. That was weird. It defaulted not to this device. I don't know why. Oh, I'm just going to shift this. Let's put it in the Discord. I don't know, did I actually buy the DLC? I can't remember if I bought the class yet. Right, anyway. Onwards. I don't remember what I was doing. It was like 2 weeks ago. Ooh, I haven't checked this out. I need to do that. Sorry, I just realised I haven't actually checked out our shop for the week, and if I don't do it now, it won't happen, and we won't get any food. So I just need to do this. Okay, that's done. Come on. Done. Lovely.
I wonder what Junlai's up to.
Don't need that anymore. Right. So let's see. Journal. Groundbreaker. Oh yeah, I need to ask her about the engineer. Cool. In we go. I need to turn on my robot friend. So I watched Army of the Dead last night. It's really good. Like, I was pleasantly surprised. It was really good fun. Yeah. It's a zombie action film. It's just really well done. And Zombicide are releasing a Zombicide version of it as well now. Which is pretty cool. You have acquired snake skin.
Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen. Max,
What?
you really think we all have a purpose? That everything happens for a reason?
It's not really that simple, but yes, fine. Anything else?
If that's the case, is it my purpose to annoy you, or yours to be annoyed by me?
Go away.
You can't deny fate, Vicar.
It's not quite the acerbic fight I was expecting, but it'll do.
Good to see you, boss.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Didn't I tell you? I'm secret. That's right. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
Oh, the multiple faces, the emotions of a stormtrooper. Yeah.
Stowaways ain't free. We were just as trapped as anybody else. We didn't belong in the system, but we still had to live in it. We still had to play by the board's rules. Imagine spending your whole life looking out at the stars, and knowing you could never aspire to be anything more than a box hauler. That's what it's like. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on. Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do civilized. Proper civilized, too. Genuflecting and everything. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
Right. Where's Plavata? Oh, jeez.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick? So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet. Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. Made my chest hurt, kinda.
Aww.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting.
I don't know much about
I'm
Biomutant.
not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold. Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel. Who's Isabel? They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close. I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? Lost Hope? Thanks, Captain. I'll be ready.
So, what do you want to do? Do we want to go back to Groundbreaker and do the bits on there? Or do we want to try one of the other planets? Setting bad examples? What? Taking a friend to... Yeah, but if I go to Groundbreaker I can get some more stuff. I didn't choose drinking sells everything. That was the first option. I chose next time we're on Groundbreaker, the drinks are on me. Because I wanted to see if you were right. So sci-fi. That's the, right. Okay, so Sheila has the go and find the stuff, and the empty man is go find those bits. I need to do that first before we go anywhere. Let's turn the robot on. Is it not up here? Ah, there it is. Look, it's not my fault you did not give the right answer.
Issuing sanitation ticket. Error. Refill printer paper. Thank you. Customer, all cleaning tasks have been completed. Scheduling next round of cleaning to commence in 4 minutes. All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box. Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away. SAM units live to clean and clean to live.
Ah, helmet just came off.
Something on your mind?
No, clearly not. Okay, so which planet do you want to go to? Monarch or Skilla? The only reason I'm slightly hesitant is because I reckon that we'll end up going to one of these two in a sec for a load of odds. Let's see, sorry, let's go to Skilla. Go to Groundbreaker. It's okay. Okay, let's go to Groundbreaker. We'll go to Groundbreaker, we'll do the bits on here, we'll pick up the science.
Groundbreaker.
Thanks, Ada.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I... What's that?
I don't know, what is that?
What do you mean? Do you have any examples of secrets you have kept from me? Truthfully, not that I contain the capacity to lie. I had suspected as much. Your neurological impulses spike at unusual and often inappropriate moments. It doesn't take a genius to correlate the meaning, although if I were a human, I would be considered one. I am glad you felt comfortable enough to tell me, Captain. According to my file on the subject, that means you either desire to obtain something from me, or you have formed a partial fondness for my persona. Thank you for confiding in me, Captain. I have been keeping a secret as well, but you shall have to discern it yourself. I do not like joking about the captain, Captain. And we both know I am not capable of such a complex emotion. What? No, absolutely not. I have no concept of self whatsoever. Discounting the architecture of a shell persona my captain asked me to construct, I identify entirely as a collection of electrical impulses with no fundamental consciousness.
Of course you
I never
do.
get bored and contemplate hijacking the ship. I swear. How did you guess, Captain? Did Sam tell you? I should have known better than to confide in such a primitive construct in the heat of the moment.
Right, so I need to take Pavati with me. Pavati and Eddie seems like a decent mix for this one. Who's locked? Don't know. Someone we don't have yet. It's a bit weird that I've unlocked basically all of the companions within 5 hours of starting the game. I guess it's a relatively short game for this type. That was longer than 5 hours. Yeah, I know, but that's because I was dicking around. Like, if I'd been vaguely on point. Hey, Corks. How you doing? That was
You see we had a conveyor pull in? One of them interstellar jobs.
Hard to miss something that big. Guess you're a shuttle maker.
Yeah, good. Good. Yeah, just ticking along. The back on streaming now because the work has that was on last week has finished, which is good. Because Jesus, that was a lot of work. It's just really long days, you know.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway?
I have.
You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do.
No, it's not Star Citizen.
What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up? Pardon me, sweetheart. My old ears must have misheard you. Did you say Raptidon? Gracious, someone must have hauled them off Monarch. Naughty, naughty. A couple of folks around here might pay
Hey,
a
Steve.
fair few bits for this. Might even be able to start a bidding war. Well, that's just swell, sweetheart. Good for you. Bless your slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame? Prototype schematics go for a fair
It's
handful
good.
of bits.
I'm
around
enjoying
here.
it. It's very Fallout.
Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now.
Yeah, it's very
You can come
Fallout.
visit anytime.
It's fun. I'm enjoying it.
Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the Sublight offices. She's a dear.
So
You'll love
you.
her. Now, was there anything else? Straight to the point, eh? All right then, on you go.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's as I say, it's very much like Fallout, except with slightly more. It's much less irreverent. The humour's a bit more, not quite Borderlands, but it's getting there at times.
That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss June Lay. The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. Go right ahead, sweetheart.
What else do you want to tell me?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that.
Yeah.
I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
I'm not sure that's...
Bug workaround simulator.
That's half the reason I make them, my dear. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear? Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence. Those board folk are real prideful-like.
I started
Never want you looking behind the curtain,
playing
lest you
Assassin's
see their
Creed Valhalla.
deadly airs.
It's very good.
But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
So, Star Citizen is still a mess then?
Probably.
It's never going to get released,
Every
is it,
once in a while,
realistically?
we get these snippets of radio chatter.
What was it, Squadron 42?
Some
What's
man
it called?
hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board. Anytime.
Somehow I've got to get into here, but I can't do it with them all watching, so I don't really know what to...
Huh?
Because I'm pretty sure that's where the science weapon is. I guess you never know.
I'm gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet. I
Um,
know Monarch's a moon. I think it's
As long as there's paying work, you can count me in.
Everything about living on a space.
yeah, I guess. Without friends, it's pretty pointless. Didn't oh, what's it called? I saw something about No Man's Sky updating and screwing everything up. Did anyone else see that?
This is Halcyon News.
Have I imagined it?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed?
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
okay.
Ah, sorry for the misunderstanding.
Go inside. Is that what it? Is that what happened? No, why would you go and stand there? Is that what it was? I saw some articles about it, but I didn't. Yeah, I saw some articles about it, but I didn't see anything more in it.
Gracious. I found a handsome surround.
Okay, let's buy that. Weapons, chaotic beauty, and hammer's power. Don't really need that gun. Okay, interesting. I keep pressing the wrong thing.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner?
I played Elite for a while. It was good.
Okay,
I enjoyed
so
Elite. I really enjoyed No Man's Sky, actually.
Expert?
Probably put
Oh, wait,
40 or 50
don't worry
hours
on the
into it.
price. I got this. Let's just do it proper. Oh, beer. I guess, yeah, I can do that. Beer can be good. I bet. Bottoms up.
Think of it like a fizzy tea that's gone a little off.
Ah, this tastes like the underside of a boot. People drink that for fun? Oh, Captain, I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing? Specifically. Definitely specifically. Oh.
Steve, by the way, Epic's got a big sale at the moment. I don't know if you've seen this.
Us.
£10
Well,
off anything over 15 quid, I think 14, 15 quid.
Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe
And it's per transaction, not a one-off.
Maybe she's not interested after all.
Exactly. Takes a lot of trust to hand over that kind of
I
blackmail
think
material.
it runs to the end of today or next few days,
I
isn't
don't know,
it?
I'd call it, sensual. That's a lot.
It's worth checking out though. I picked up a load of the Jackbox stuff. I got 3 of the packs for like 15 quid.
Did? Oh dear, I hadn't really... Oh my goodness. And I told you?
Let's read it right now, just to be sure.
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad. A lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation.
Hey,
Then it all went down
Omikorax.
tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her? Well, maybe she just wanted to let me know her
How you doing?
preferences. In a less awkward way. But that made it more awkward. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
How is my perception not high enough for this? There we go.
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I'm a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
Aw, this was just about to get fun.
Shush you. Oh, Captain, I want to talk to June.
Yeah, good. Good.
Even about silly things, but I'm so scared. Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions
I'm
swirling
just
around my head.
doling out relationship
Does she
advice
think I'm as pretty
on
as I
a
think she's handsome? What if she's
space
enlightened?
station.
What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me? There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
I don't know, 10 hours? Is that about right? It's been two or three streams, so probably about 10 hours. What do you think? More? Okay. I don't think it's more than 3 streams, is it? Is it really? God. Let's have a quick look. Where's library? So what was the last? I think it might be 4. Yeah, 4. So about 12 hours. Yeah, about 12 hours so far. What do we think then? Yeah, so the first stream was the first planet. So second stream was the first time I actually got off, and I think I just got here and then did loads of stuff, and then I've been elsewhere and then come back. So what answer do we reckon? I'm leaning towards these two.
Of course. Wouldn't you be? Huh. I've never thought of it that way. I wonder what June's afraid of being rejected for. She seems perfect to me. Maybe those are just my rosish colored goggles talking. To be strong like her. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts. I suppose so, but I want to be my best self for her. A good person, worth caring for. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... wow. So much to think about.
Nice. Never played the Port Royal games.
Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should? Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
This was fun. We should do it again after you send that message.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish...
Oh, thanks, Steve.
I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
Pavati in her space Nazi helmet.
What are you doing after work?
Going back to the office.
Okay, was there anything else to do on here? I don't remember. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. Yeah. Hagen, who I have spoken to before, I'm pretty sure.
D&D Morse Pocket. 2.5 seconds.
Miss Ellie, Dr. Finhill. I noticed your pistol's been messed up by things.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment.
Oh, look at that.
I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
That just calls the lift. Right, let's go and talk to
You
Lydia.
weren't followed, were you? I hope not.
No?
Sure is. Welcome aboard, contractor.
Job
One of my
time!
guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you. When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas. It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get too excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable buyer. Dangerous stuff. Acid for the nucleon in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab.
But it can be a lot of fun, if you don't mind the possibility of rewiring your body on an atomic level.
You and I have different notions of fun, Dr. Fenhill. A few of my contractors run flights in there and out again, working around with the board embargo. We keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica. Byzantium kids with more money than sense can thank Sublight for their good time.
So, what have people been watching, then?
Catherine is tied up with other matters, and I don't want her bothered. I told her I'd be sending my best fixer. Try and play the part. Now, get going. Catherine,
Cool.
One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of...
Yeah, fine.
Could be. You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about.
Spectral.
I ain't worried if you aren't, Captain. Honest.
Spectral, is that that sort of science fiction action army? Yeah. I can't remember if I've watched it or not. It's really weird. I feel like I have watched it, but I don't remember it. Like, I'm pretty sure I watched it, but then I saw the trailer and I was like, I don't remember any of this. So,
Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
yeah, so he's not creepy.
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chill?
What are you saying, Martin? That's an Auntie Cleo's product.
My lord,
Relic.
what have I
Don't know
done?
that one.
The company will have my head. Both of them. This is awful. Help me, oh Lord!
Gotcha. What I wouldn't give to see the look on your face. This guy's real easy to fuck with.
What kind of depraved mind would conjure such a nightmare? Agree to disagree. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to put... Oh, and it's not... Lot of slow... Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, yeah, excellent. Yeah, that was intentional. As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have job security? heard of it. My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
I think what else we've been watching.
Yeah.
I
hope they're gonna be okay.
That's a spacer's choice, Spirit. Take what you
Does
have,
take
polish
it.
it up,
He does a
make
bit.
the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. Have a look.
You can buy his helmet. Oh, didn't mean to buy that one. Okay, so I think that's...
I mean, what do you need? Captain? Ma'am? Lady?
That's weird. That's really odd, it wasn't opening that up at all. Okay, so I've got to do that. So... Is that that's Monarch as well. And that's Monarch.
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Great. Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? Being in space?
Look, it's just Ellie.
Yeah, trying to think what we've been watching. So, as I say, we watched Army of the Dead, which is very good. Very, very good. And then mainly we're watching How to Get Away with Murder. Just finished season 5, about to start season 6. It's the last season, so we're going to run out of stuff to watch. Started watching, what is it, Love, Death and Robots? Murder's brilliant. It's so good. Now, I quite like Shonda Rhimes' stuff, because obviously I've watched a lot of Grey's Anatomy. So I do like...
Intruders will be... Oh, it's you.
Love, Death and Robots. So I watched some of the first series, but never finished it. And so me and Vanda have started the first series again. The weird thing is, it's now on her profile, it's in a different order to it was on my profile. So I'm re-watching some bits and seeing for the first time other bits, which is very strange. And then we'll watch season 2.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me. I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos. Oh, she called mashed potatoes smashed potatoes, but I think maybe that's just what they call them on Groundbreaker.
Yeah.
I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises.
if you two marry, you'll be saying, haha, just kidding, unless you're not.
Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those 2-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal, and I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
Yay! Oh, I assume that trophy was for completing a companion quest.
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like... I don't believe so, Captain. Transmission incoming.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps? I certainly wouldn't call it boring, especially if your idea of fun involves navigating a hostile biosphere populated by carnivorous monsters.
I'm halfway through the story. Wow.
You'll want to hire
Okay, he's short
a
then.
skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar
That's good,
Bay.
because it means we'll have it
Very
done,
hard to miss.
you know,
Once
3 or
you
4
have everything
streams.
you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Come see me in my... Best of luck, everyone on the Hope.
Okay, now here's the question. How do I... We'll do the skill points later. Right. So there's some sort of hammer thing. Oh, one sec. Hello, sorry about that. Vanda just got home from work, so I popped my head out to see how she was. And apparently she dropped something heavy on her knee, which is less pleasant. Right. Yeah, fine. Yeah, it's a job. She's looking into more research stuff for her museum stuff and things like that. Potentially PhD. So that's quite fun at the moment. Although obviously it's hard, quite hard work. But right, what should we go for? Yeah, would be cool. Right, what should we boost here? Persuade. Could whack persuade up. Sneak. Hack auto mechanical. Oh, that could be quite useful. Lockpick preview. Oh, that could be useful. 20% chance to become pristine. Not too bothered about the leadership stuff. I might whack up engineering for now. What's it? Crouch. Oh, I suppose faster moving. Yeah, let's do that one. And I get a perk. Right, what perks we got? Oh, when you've got no companions. That might be a good one. Do we think Hoarder or Science? Hoarder, yeah. Yeah, that was definitely the right one to go for. Sam. Ooh, Corrosive Washer, Corrosive Blaster. That's pretty cool. Okay. And we've got all his... What's Felix Spring? Cool. Okay. Looking glad to see shop for old records. Stella Bay, Fullbrook on Mannock. And that's Stella Bay as well. That is Vanda and the cat, yes. It's Vanda just shouting at her. Right, I think we go to Skiller. Skylar? Schiller? Never quite sure. Let's go there. Or do you want to carry on with the story? I think let's go here and try and see if we can find this missing captain And the science weapon.
Destination reached. Scylla.
And who was it? It was Ellie, wasn't it? Yeah, let's take those ones with me. Scylla. Oh, yeah, I'm never sure because it's Greek, isn't it? The Greek. Well, actually, I think are they all Greek? I think all the planets are Greek, aren't they? Because of Hephaestus as well. Let's look it up. How do you pronounce Scylla? Well, that's Scylla of them.
Real space, isn't it? Empty, silent. Never thought I'd see the like. I'd look up at night, but...
This is the right place if you want to trade contraband, or hide smuggled goods, or do anything fun, really.
What have we got then? The
I can take a hint.
I don't listen to the ship. Hold on. There we go, that's the right way. Hey Zoe. Oh, thank you for subscribing again. Very much appreciated. There's a creature there. So okay, let's go find this scientist. Where's the map? How you doing, Zoe? What have you been up to?
You didn't have to shoot me down if you wanted.
Shut up now, and you might get out of this alive. Can we hurry this up? I want that ship gutted before the primals find us.
No can do.
Fair warning, outlaw. I've got a daring escape.
Up, right?
Right.
And untreated burns detected. Signs indicative of sudden, violent crash landing.
Yep, that's me. No big deal. Just shrugging off my injuries as I stroll away from another flaming impact crater.
Also detecting constipation, hair loss, reduced fertility due to tight trousers.
So this is what I mean about the comedy in this.
Injection.
Hair loss? You take that back. Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's Ellie. Excellent timing. Hello, Ellie. What a pleasure it is to see your sparkling beauty in this barren waste.
It's Dr. Fenhill. I certainly know his ex-crew. Mostly from the operating table. I've probably seen more of them than he has.
How cruel you are. I distinctly remember a special party at the Lost Hope Bar on Groundbreaker where
We did not.
Oh, fine. But we almost...
Keep going, and you're gonna see how good this automech is at picking up teeth.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat. Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds are worth a bundle. The one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she? I wager she told you to say that, this sly old bird. I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. No offense. Yes, well, I shan't. Give Wanda my chilliest regards. And farewell to you, dear Dr. Fenhill. I trust I'll see you next I find myself on the Groundbreaker.
You'd better hope not.
I feel like we should be able to steal his ship. So is that just it done? Or oh no, I've got to go back to her. Right. Yeah, similar. Last week was pretty hectic with work, that's why I'd not streamed for a week. Just long days, starting at 7:30, finishing at, 7, half 7 each day. It's just knackered.
Hard to imagine leaving something as expensive as a terraform lying around.
Seems pointless, though. That'll leave it on forever. And the platforms. Else the air just drifts off.
Is there a way into these? No, looks like there isn't. Okay. Hey, Dreamer. What's my character like? Fast talking. Fast talking, monster killing. Whee! Permanently maimed? That sounds dreadful. Yes, I just run around with heavy guns. That sounds terrible. The perks are nice, but not that nice. I love my little miniature gun. Yeah, 20%. So 20% off all offensive attack. He's like, no, that would be a bad idea. I feel like there should be more people here.
Somebody lives all the way out here, surrounded by acres.
Maybe, although, which,
No wonder it's abandoned.
as in the original. Ah, damn it. Next time, don't go after the big ones. The shrink ray is good. I should use the shrink ray more often. Oh, bloody hell.
I don't have time for this.
A bit. I've not used mods that much. I've got quite a lot of them, as you can see. I've not really attached that many. I probably should start attaching them. The problem with these games is when it's over, it's like, and if you use it, it's gone and you'll never ever have it again. I'm always really reticent to ever use it. Though in this game they do seem to give you mods really easily and like all the time. I don't think I can do anything with them here though, can I? No. So
Leave it on forever. And the pylons. Else the air just goes off.
let's just avoid them this time. I always press that.
I can take a hint. Sure. Take him down. That's fun. You got him. Take cover.
Oh. Yeah, so I don't know if I've got any plasma mods. Shock I've been using on mechanicals. I know that's been very helpful. I'm playing really badly. I wasn't dying at all, now I've suddenly just started dying again. It is the pressure of being watched. Where are they?
Huh?
Down they go. The last of them.
Oh, did I miss something, Kira? I assume that was a spam. Yeah.
Place never even had a bar. No wonder it's abandoned. Wouldn't the quiet get to you? Knowing there's nobody out there? No one at all? Teach me that.
Just ransack this place. Lovely. Actually, let's have a look. If it's worth handing. What's that he got? Officer Spine. What's Pavati got? Pulse Hammer. No, that's not. Oh. Yes. Let's give that to Pavati. And I'm tempted. Hunting rifle, 108. Be tempted to put the assault rifle in. What's I got? Pavati? She's a heavy machine gun. Maybe I'll give Pavati the. Yeah. Military workbench discovered.
Unexpected noise. Like sweeping the area.
It just said about finding a workbench, but I'm not quite sure where that was. Right, it's this one, isn't it? Ooh, mandibular rearranger. Lovely. So they're digging out resources. Then they stopped. Oh. Yes, that's the cool. So it looks very deserted. Do we think that's it? Although, where's the workbench that it said? I'm not going mad, am I? I can't. There isn't a workbench in here. Get on the roof. There's a workbench here. I could do with that. Yeah, let's put that on so it's got a bigger... I like the idea of the hunting rifle, but it's not particularly useful anymore. Come on, let's go and take on the Mega Primal. What could possibly go wrong?
Ready for a challenge?
That is a really big boulder. Whoa! That was pretty short shrift. Anthracillin.
Here we go. Watch a pro at work. How about that?
Okay. I'm not quite sure why it keeps going down to settings there. Do we think I can beat this? I feel like maybe not.
Here we go. That was fun. I see you there.
I need to check the... because Pavasi seems to be just running in and hitting them with a big hammer. So let's check. Let's try going defensive. You know, okay, he's dead.
Not bad, huh?
Where's the big dude though? There.
Nice one. Leave him to me. I got him. Anyone else?
Well, we did it. Although I think we vaporised him, so I don't know if we get anything. Ooh. And the moral of this story is, keep running away. Well, he did leave his belongings very kindly in a pile of goo that we turned him into. Do we think there's anything else on this planet? Feels kind of it, doesn't it? So I guess we fast travel back. Oh my God. Hey Chandio, how you doing? Can you play this game like a gunslinger? To an extent, yeah. I think, to be honest, I think you can play it however you like, as long as you put the stats into the right one. I put it all into speech so I could go talk to people, and now I'm like essentially a toddler wielding a chainsaw. Scary to look at, but frankly incompetent.
Why was I built to feel ennui?
Right, well, should we just carry on to Monarch? We don't need to go back to Groundbreaker yet, do we? No point yet. Yeah, you can... it costs something. Ooh. It costs something, but yeah, there's a... Basically, up there, there's a machine, and when you click on it, it's like, it lets you do all that. Can I do anything to the science weapon? I don't think I can I? No. Right, what doubles do I have? Right. Stellar Bay or Cascadia? Which do people want? What do we think? Stellar Bay sounds safer. No, the warning's for Cascadia.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Now I'm going to have to take Vicar Max because I need to do his stuff. So, Pavati or Ellie? I quite like Pavati, she's nice. We'll take Pavati. Hey. You like them all in their own way. Well, aren't you very magnanimous? God, there's just too much on Kickstarter at the moment. Something fishy.
Hey, hold on there. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction. You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in.
To be honest, I send you
There's
very
only 3
few
of them
links.
these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. Wish more folk could say that. Gets
I
awful
sent you The
quiet
Witcher and I sent you
guarding
Isle of
wagon that
Cats,
never
and that's
gets
it.
used. You may not have heard
In the last
you
couple of
being
weeks,
new,
anyway.
but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon.
It's supposed to be very, very good.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-roaders who do make it out here are sublet. They got a base
The basic pledge isn't too
Thank the
expensive.
stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly. Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Or you buy loads of board games on Kickstarter and build a house out of board games.
Over my head, though. Mr. Sandra, I'll be mighty pleased to meet you. Oh, and if you... I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in? Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr.
Why not?
Watch your step if you venture outside the walls.
New face, huh?
Who's Caleb?
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, why don't you grab a chair?
By the smell, he's been reveling.
Yeah.
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly
my
care.
this is bad tonight.
Well, as long as we don't run out of bits.
It's really boosted up.
But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking. It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work.
Seems fair.
We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch. We're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay. I wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends... It's been days, but Velma... You would do that?
Go on then.
We sure are lucky.
Yeah, fine.
Sure thing. If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me... The others wanted to blackmail her. But we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. I would never endorse such an untoward tactic. So far, it's just gossip, you know? But if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
I'm going.
All right, I'm on my way.
You trying to get it? What do you think you're...
Oh, fuck.
Just don't make any trouble for me, okay?
Why would you come in? God's sake. That was the reason why I sent you over there. Massive pests. Hey, comp.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peels, a worker earns his meals.
It's a wonderful directorate. Actually, I'm going back to listen to the rest of that conversation. Oh, was that the end?
Move along.
Okay.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and... What can I...
Fine.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse.
Okay.
But I'll warn...
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid tea, or a mantis worm wing.
Something happened over the weekend.
Sebastian has in stock, really.
What happened?
Oh, I don't need any of it. It's also I can talk to Sebastian. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
How are you doing now?
Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this... Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises. You think that's what I'm looking for?
Good.
You're funny.
I'm glad. Sounds tough.
Sorry.
Well, new business turns up at last.
Yeah, sounds tough. I'm glad you're feeling better though.
Statistics-based advertising model would be a hit.
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not... Clear my schedule. Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Alcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway.
Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for salt tuna. Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling
we're back
a bit better now.
surviving alone, thanks to the so-called hazard clause. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trade. Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Yeah, that is good.
Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
Mr. Vicar, I don't want to be rude, but I don't think that means anything.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
Well, Mr. Nandi here.
On our turn.
Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive here on Monarch. That doesn't mean it'll be easily achievable.
Indeed not. No worthwhile plan was ever simple. That's what I always say.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's a two-pronged approach. The first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
Oh, nice.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
What is your job?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance. I'll need to gather some supplemental material.
You do.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay. These days, it's...
Of course it is.
Do be careful. I've locked... Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Like mine.
What can I do? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the... You'd head south along the road and look for a mountain to the west. But if you insist on going...
okay?
If you can keep...
I see. And... Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do?
British Heart Foundation.
Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes.
My nan was always a big advocate of the British Heart Foundation. She always had issues with her heart. Had to have valves done and things like that. She left. I think she left some stuff in her will to them.
It's a legal provision that gives the board the...
But wait, what happens to the...
I'm afraid the welfare of... Monarch may be dangerous, but it's hardly the wasteland the board describes it to be. Whatever the board's goals, the greater good has little part in it. I've asked myself the same thing many... It's true, the board had... For many years, this planet was home... Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward.
Here, though, the results were mixed.
And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out.
I am enjoying this game. I do feel like the talking is a bit much. There's just... yeah.
That's also what I thought. Oh, we were young and bold then. Not unlike yourself.
And how did that work out?
That's...
Like, I guess it's quite realistic.
We saw the chance
but
to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up. It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
I hope you'd treat them nice, whether it was good business or not.
The actual gameplay is very few and far
That's what
between.
being in a community means. Treating people right, because it's the right thing to do.
Ms. Holcomb is our endlessly optimistic crew hand. It's good for the captain's morale.
A noble thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately, noble thoughts rarely sway board policy.
Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms.
Oh, I'm tired.
That's what I thought. But the senior exec... In a manner of speaking, many of us state I moved forward with our plan, yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporation... I don't think everything we did was legal and above... I do think there's something useful in a governing body. Why wouldn't anyone?
Without the board, chaos would overtake.
To be on the board is to be part of the... Indeed. If membership on the... Besides, I've discovered it's much easier. My hope is to maintain...
Oh.
What can I do for...
So this, yeah. Oh, what are you doing?
I'll make my way there. Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick. I clean the apartments while everyone's up. If you're going into the apartments, do not... Now...
Okay, lower one on the right.
Oh, sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
What a gruesome way to die.
Stainless Steel Rat, which are an excellent set of books if people haven't read them. See, oh yeah. Up the stairs.
Whatever you do, don't mention tossball to Isaac. You'll never hear the end of it.
You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, just I'm not, because we started a bit earlier. I'm not going to go on as late tonight. So one of the things... Ooh. Yes, please. Yeah, so the plan from now on is to try and start earlier. Probably finish a bit earlier as well, but... yeah.
You startled me. Don't stick.
What?
You again.
Why can't I talk to her? Is it because we look like space Nazis?
You again. You've really got to stop doing that.
So have I got... So... This is a different bar, isn't it?
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit. Easy for you to say. This... only every day. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out with some... Well, thank you for reminding... Where should I begin? With the oversized map? The board was right. Sanjar, of course. He had all the... It all sounds wonderful. I could do...
Clever.
Well, none of them go outside. They don't need all this fancy kit. That noise.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinol. Hello, dearie. What can Auntie... She works over at the fishery. Why, just the other day, Oh, but here I go again, running... Yes, indeed. Oh, but If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. Practice working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie.
That's alright, comp. The server's relatively quiet most of the time. Just pop in whenever you feel like it. As Kira says, no obligation. It's all very chilled out. The occasional longer conversation, but most of the time it's just, you know, the odd little chat.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must... So who do you follow? Wait, don't... Aren't they just? When most of the time it's static. So... Graham's always filling. All it means is the toss ball.
Yeah. Okay.
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth. Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink purpleberry punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're
Bloody
hooligans
Elijah.
from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind. They
Yeah.
usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the...
Okay.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean, more than usual.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry. Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. I hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing. Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess. We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments.
Lots of voices in this
Tell him
game
Velma
sounds.
said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been... something. This again? You can tell Grim his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better... that about... No. I paid Sublight for it. So, it's mine. And when... It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money. She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous... Damn right it is. Sure can.
What does that plus do?
Sure. And once you finish...
Okay.
Fine by. Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his... Tell him to complain to Catherine in Fallbrook, not me. Sublight's demanding more money for the same contracts. I don't have the... Besides, if I'm...
She's principled. In it.
Thank you. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better... Maybe so, but I bet he says he's got a stash to tide his crew over. Could be he's all talk, but if the money's real,
you'd steal.
That's business. For running me ragged while he takes... Fine. Stealing's such a nasty word. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed a... We're not like those corporate towns where you get... Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And... Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that...
If you want to talk to the boss, she's in the back of the warehouse.
Okay, so she has been stealing money.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Oh, good, I'm glad.
This old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this.
Hey, you want...
Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need? Unless you're... If Caleb wants to keep the...
What do we think?
Yeah, and did you miss the part where I'm working doubles to cover for...
Ironic, isn't it?
I'm the one who keeps this place running. That money's mine, one way or another. Fine. Tell Caleb he and his team can have the raid. Something else on... Sure can. That...
I want to know what that plus symbol is. Yeah, hopefully I've got a convention later in the year up in Manchester. Person plus icon, yeah. Okay, right, that's what it is. I don't actually know. My
Sure. Fine.
Hey Jonathan, how you doing, man? Yeah, no, my agent messaged me the other day saying, was I interested in doing a a con up here. And I was like, yeah. Actually, he'd approached me ages ago because they were trying to do one last year when things started to open up again and then all crashed back down. So he'd actually asked me. He'd asked me last year, but they've come back and they're trying to put it on in October. I think it is end of October.
Why don't you grab it? Got an update? How'd you manage that? Wait, never mind. If I question it, it'll turn out not to be true. Besides, I never follow how you got Velma to part ways with the bit card of her own accord. As agreed, here's your compensation. Ain't a lot, but I hope it... Now me and my friend...
Yes, you better get back to work. Right, should we... Let's push... Persuade up, because Persuade's always useful. We were looking at stealth, weren't we? We've got stealth all the way out. I was thinking about engineering as well. Let's do Persuade.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
Uh-huh.
Think they're watching the same serials, following the same tossball games?
Mm-hmm.
You're not listening to a word, are you?
Look, my back aches and everything smells like fish. I just want to enjoy my beer.
Are you... How old are you, Comp? I thought you were similar age to me. Because it's at 32 now, isn't it, here? I got mine on... Right. Have you got yours booked in, then? Because you should be able to.
Rap musk and canid eyes, right here. Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts. Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that raptidon acid is working out.
If you just go...
I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
Yeah, if you go to the NHS website, if you just basically just type in COVID vaccine into Google, and it'll take you to the right page on the NHS. You log in with your NHS number and your date of birth, I think it was, and it'll then ask you for a postcode and then give you the next available slots on the website. So I did it, I think it opened up to 34 on Thursday, and I booked for Saturday evening that day, and then my second one's in like August. But yeah, it's really quick.
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smoked? Smoot?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for raptidon tongues. You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Yeah,
okay. I'll do it.
So I did it
Once
through the app.
We'll go
I've got the NHS app, and
maybe
you can...
the Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well, but we can help.
Yeah, I did it through the app, and that gives me my NHS number, because I can never find any of the paperwork you need.
Ma'am, please, I need your help. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong. Like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature.
It's actually your NHS number.
You have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed.
We have a national insurance number as
No, a
well,
raptidon
which is different.
melting him with acid as we speak. Don't you tell me to calm down. He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him.
Okay.
Oh, law, Cap.
Please. He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little finger.
So we have a national insurance number. I think it's because
To his mama. I
in order
promised I'd
to,
keep him safe here with me.
well, I guess it's probably because in order to work here, you have to have a national insurance number. But just working here doesn't necessarily give you access to the NHS, I think. So,
Thank you. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road.
but yeah,
southwest
so
of
we've got
town.
an NHS number, and it's
Sure
what all our
he
medical
isn't
records are
that far,
tied to.
I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating.
Okay. How the hell do we get around here?
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
Nice. Well, we don't have health insurance. Because the NHS is completely free. So we don't actually have health insurance unless you want to have private health care. And I don't know. I might be wrong about that, but no, I don't think you do. But equally, I don't know. Equally, you probably don't have, because you get your national insurance number when you're 16, but you have an NHS number from basically the first time you appear in the hospital system. So the numbers are different. And also, yeah, you have another number for tax. There's just a whole load of different numbers.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business. Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly? Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Good. Yeah, I just have to save everything. I think now, to be fair, everything's on my apps, so I can just look them up.
My dad taught me some French, you know. Stuff about omelets and, fromage. I could take a look at that journal.
By all means. I would be astounded. Yet...
Fine. Anyway. But that... I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. I've been consumed with other matters of late. Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
I don't know. Should I go half an hour and then call it a night?
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I'd Shit, I don't know what I'd do. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
Kira's having some issues here. I thought it was there.
You think this is drunk? Sit. Partake. Outstanding. What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Brass... Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. More than you have. Outstanding! I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just... Well...
Yeah, so the ones, they're on there.
Hello again. And what a helpful young... Who's... Oh. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if... Oh, now I've gone and said... Dr. Williams managed the town's... Oh, you flatter. And to keep an extra key to the supply room. In the town graveyard, The graveyard's near the southern... Do be careful. Shit.
Easy does it.
Oh, for God's sake. Although, didn't I open it already? Oh, no, I didn't. Search Dr. Williams' body. Yeah, it is.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course.
Oh yeah, what's
The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right.
She gonna
You
be like...
again! Jumpy? Braxton, I've never... Oh, he told me he was delivering to this house and the... So...
We're in agreement that this Braxton is probably dead, right?
Yeah, it usually starts around sort of 8 or 9, depending on when people are free, and goes on till 11 or 12. It's fairly chilled out. Do a bit of usually it's a bit of Jackbox, some of those games, and then Board Game Arena for some board gamey stuff. All like you know, 20-minute, half-hour games each. Just a group playing some games. That's all it is. It's nice. And yes, there should be one. I'm trying to work it out at the moment because the problem is I couldn't really do last week at all. And this week it's just trying to get nights where everyone's free. It might end up being 2 next month rather than 1 this month, unfortunately.
Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments at the camp.
The trick is not to breathe through your nose.
Do we think they're dead? I think they're dead. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Just something that you can... So, the Jackbox stuff, literally your phone. Something to... Basically, you need something to run Discord. And then for Jackbox, you need your phone. You don't really need anything beyond that. And for Board Game Arena, you need just a browser, as Kira says. Yeah, it's all run through the browser, so you don't need to install anything or any of the like. So, yeah. It's nice, it's pretty straightforward, it works. I've been using it for quite a while. I really like it. And it seems to be popular with people who join in. I got Kira hooked on Can't Stop. Are you still playing that, Kira? Can you not stop? Yes, yeah, there is that to say as well. I've got all the software already set up and paid for, and Board Game Arena I've got the premium membership, so no one else needs one. Not that it's expensive actually. It's like, I think it's 20 quid for the year, something like that. And given I'm on there like at least a couple of times a month, if not more, it was like, this totally makes sense.
Here they come.
Oh, thanks, comps. You should automatically have access to the Discord. I know you're already on Discord, but you should now have access automatically to the at least the monthly chat. Let's see, is it updated? Yeah. If it's not automatically updated your role on Discord, let me know, because it should do. If it's the same email, just send me or Kira a message, and actually send it to me because I can check it. But yeah, if you can get into the monthly chat channel, then it's all good. Let's have a look. Yes. Yeah, so if you... I think it's in your Patreon profiles. Yeah, I can see you here, so... Yeah, if you connect the two, what it'll do is it'll automatically update everything for you.
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in.
Are these guys going to be cannibals or something?
I, for one, welcome a reprieve from our travels. That is, if you'll have us, kind sir.
That's the spirit. I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here, and if you've braved...
They're definitely cannibals, aren't they?
I'm sure... Now, quit...
What a pleasant surprise. Yet the...
Only if you give yourself...
By all means. And who could? Stretch out your hand and cosmic divinity reaches back. Open wide your mouth and the universe provides sustenance.
They've definitely...
Just that your presence here is a gift to us, and one that we don't take for granted. Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to...
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies? You know, they don't taste very good. There was this other man who used to bring them. I don't know. Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we... He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that. They went to have a talk with him.
Perhaps we should skip dinner. My stomach has been a tad unsettled of late.
Maybe we should skip dinner, because it's definitely Braxton.
Hey! Liar! You're trying to steal... the ones that come in a...
So he started off... Right, well, this is something weird's going on. I'm pretty sure it's that they're eating people. on the screen, it was presumably her brother, poetry, but it started off quite eloquently, and then by the end it was like it was like he was completely uneducated and couldn't spell. There's something in there.
No.
It is unnatural, an affront to the grand plan.
On the plus side, I think I just got a nice little weapon out of it, so... Let's see... What's he... Dinner time. Supper time. Okay, let's make her aggressive, because otherwise... Oh, okay, that's quite nice. No, it doesn't matter. I can see you're on here. I can change it manually. Roles. There you go. That should give you access to the monthly chat room, which is where we kind of sort it all out. And then there's a games night vocal chat as well that you should now have access to. Escape the house. Ah, we can leave that way. Or do we go down and kill them all? What do you think? Leave or just kill them all? Well, except kill that guy and eat him. What, are we sure they didn't, that they killed the guy? You mean this one? Yes, this guy. Let's kill him.
But what's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh.
Quickly, my dear. She's getting agitated. We can't let the meat spoil.
Don't worry. We'll make this quick.
Okay. Whoa! Oh, well, wow. I have to say, I wasn't expecting him to hit so hard. I think I might leave by the upper way. No?
But what's this? Of course not. What better end? Now there's an intriguing prospect. Forgo the promise of a fine dinner. Martha, my dear?
It seems the eternal...
And there we...
Oh, okay. I feel like you just like take a little grenade and be like, "Oop," shut the door behind you. Right, that seems like a reasonable place to pause for tonight. Those of you who are used to my streams, it being Tuesday and Friday, I'm going to shift Fridays to Thursday. And I'm going to try and start at a similar sort of time, sort of 7:30 again. Right, let's save this. Yeah, I'm going to try and start earlier in the evening. Kira, I know you said you can't make Thursday, is that right? Yeah, if you do, that'd be great. Not all of them. Are you around this Thursday? I'm just trying to plan what to play. So obviously we've got Hitman on the go. This on the go. You should be. Okay. So potentially we just carry on with Hitman on Thursday. I will pop some stuff in the chat about what games we could move on to, see if there's anything that jumps out at people. But anyway, yeah, have a good week. I'll be back on Thursday. Yeah, enjoy your night. Hope you can sort out getting your jabs fixed up. I think it was relatively easy when I did it. It was just, yeah, you put in your details. You might even be able to do it without your NHS number if you can provide, date of birth and some other bits and pieces, or you can get your NHS number from the NHS website or something like that. But anyway, yeah, it was relatively easy, and then it just came up with a list of venues organised by distance from the postcode I'd put in, so my house. And then when you clicked on each one, it then gave you a list of possible dates and then a list of possible times. And then it did that again. You could say if you wanted to go to the same venue for your second jab, and it would then try and work out if that was possible, etc., etc. But it was all relatively easy. So anyway, thank you so much for joining. I know we had some new people in tonight as well. I think everyone's disappeared now, but thank you to everyone who joined tonight and watched the stream. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all on Thursday. Cheers everyone, thanks, bye.